Congressman Pallone. I'm looking for Anne-Margaret, though, and John Lewis. I'm going to let them talk a little bit about their experiences, and then we'll ask. And I'm sorry. If you live in the Congressman Pallone's district, Middlesex County, New Brunswick, Plainfield, Piscataway, my hometown, Long Branch, and we're in that area, come on.
Ain't got to know it yet.
Good afternoon. I agree. I just wanted to share my experience. There's just simply a lack of affordable housing. And I think we all know that. That's something I'm reminded of daily in my role at CSP. I'm the program coordinator for respite, which is an alternative to inpatient psychiatric services. So we get calls daily from individuals who are homeless looking for anywhere to go, just to rest their head for the night. So we've, in our 2.5 years, we've received hundreds of calls from people who are homeless. So thank you all for coming out. I think this is an extremely important issue that we need to continue to bring attention to. And just simply not enough affordable housing. So thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, just thank the state for the state. I know the state does care. That's not a prayer. I have a psychiatric diagnosis. I also have had trouble in recovery from alcoholism and drug abuse, which I have 28 years. No drug and alcohol. I currently run a double trouble meeting at the center that I work at down in Creole Township, New Jersey. I also affiliate with the Hearing Voices group. I find it very beneficial. The work I do is driving consumers like myself to and from the center. And it's been good socially for me. It's been helpful. I have people around me all the time who want to help. And they understand it, and now I understand that they just really want to help me. I can't really say too much. I do have housing through the programs. I have my apartment, I have a job, I have a car. I worked hard for it because I spent most of my time in institutions and boarding homes, rooming houses, wherever I could lay. I've never been without, being able to get a meal or a place to sleep, clothes on the back. I think God was watching out for me, and He's going to make it better also, and I'm pretty sure of that. Not really much more to say, except, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being there for us, and we hope you guys continue to help us with what we're trying to do here as far as the house goes.
John, stay there with the. John, stay with us. No, you just a picture. All at the picture. John was. It's hard getting up in front of a room full of 300 people and talking about your experience, so I give you guys a lot of credit. That's really great. One more round of applause for us. So Congressman Pallone was one of the first legislators after Superstorm Sandy hit to call and say, what needs to be done that's not being done well, and really reached out to community organizations. In addition to doing all of the legislative and constituent services that he normally does, he really stepped up to the plate and said what needs to happen. And I cannot count the number of times I've met with his legislative staff here in DC and in the district office to try to make sure that the recovery programs in New Jersey ran anywhere close to the way people needed them to. Anybody who's still not home from Superstorm Sandy knows that this could have been done a little bit better, and we learned some things for next time. But what we know is that the federal government allocated a lot of money to the state of New Jersey, and that it didn't get to the folks who needed it quickly, and it didn't necessarily get to the folks who needed it most and most quickly. So Congressman Pallone has really been on the forefront of making sure disaster recovery in the second round and the third round of funding that has come through, that funding goes where it needs to go. It is going to go to the hardest hit areas. It's going to go to the folks who need it the most. And he has done, he's personally been in those meetings. He's not somebody who just sends staff unless he absolutely has to, like today, where he's managing a bill in his committee, and I know that he's not happy about not being able to be here with us. But he has been a leader on that, and he's also been a leader on the lead poisoning issue. As soon as the news came out that we worked with some other folks to release that 11 towns and 2 counties in New Jersey have a higher portion of lead poisoning in children under the age of 6. We heard from his office, and they actually said to me, hey, didn't the state get money for lead poisoning prevention and testing as a result of the Sandy funds that we allocated? We all went, yeah, he did. So his office and his staff know as much about these issues that are affecting our communities as anybody. It's an honor and a pleasure to work with them, and I'm thrilled to introduce to you today to Toumajan, who's the Congressman's legislative assistant. She's going to deliver a few remarks from him.
Hi everyone, on behalf of Congressman Pallone, he wishes that he could be here. He's managing a bill on the House floor that is in his committee, but he wanted me to let you know that he's incredibly supportive of all of the important work that you are all doing, in the network to better the quality of life for our constituents, and that's all of our constituents, and he's looking forward to continuing to work with you all. Thank you, and thank you to everyone who came down to DC today.
If you're in his district, this is the moment to come for the photograph. We would really like it if you live in Pallone's district. Staci, given the towns and the locations, this is a moment to be part of this. We really do want to have as many people in the photograph as we can. And remember, you got to come in a little closer. We don't have a wide angle the width of Washington Monument or Washington Cathedral. So.
Great. Thank you very